Good afternoon, peeps. It's the drunken one. What? He's wearing a different hat. You know what that means? It's a brew day. Alright, so I have never videoed myself doing this. Anyway, we're gonna get some, get the mash water together. The strike water ready. We got it at 170. It cruised like 178, but it'll be alright by the time it makes it to this bucket and then into the mash tun. It'll come out a little better. Alright. Y'all don't need to see water moving into a bucket. I'll see you in a second when we get ready to mash in. So this is the hot, very hot water. We're going to check the temperature before we go throwing in the grains. Hot stuff, that's 3.81 gallons. Okay, ended up 168.3. We'll check it after we get some grains in there. I hate when he gives it to me in these bags like this. Of course, going to be a fly running around too. This is probably one of the weakest beer I've done. Usually I don't do ones that are low, such as low volume. We're going to give these a try. These are like a little stouter. Stirring in here. We don't want any dough balls. Go on, fly. Try to make it pesky for me. I see this. Try to get the bag wet. Really? Baby thing, get it covered up, and then kill that stinking fly. Alright, looking good so far. I don't dislodge the manifold down there. That always makes it fun. 5-gallon batch. That just doesn't seem like much grains in there. Oh well. That's what we're doing today. Oh. I eat. Just let go with it. Sure smells good. Kind of poured that a little fast, I guess. I don't have an extra bucket. I usually put it in a bucket and it pours out a little easier than that. Alright, I don't know how y'all measure your water exactly. I found the best way to do it in that kegel chingadera over there is right here. It's 3 gallons. And then this is 5. This is 7. And this is 9. I just made that one not too awful long ago. That's why it's not as oogly as the others. Anyway, so that you just set it in there and it's pretty obvious where it's at. Is there a bug right on the lens? Goodness, it's got to go inside there to get to that thing even. Alright guys, welcome to Texas. Dad was telling me about a great big snake that was crossing the driveway. He said it was halfway across the driveway and there was still, he showed about 18 inches. He said that much was still in the grass. We seen one the other day about that same size. I got a picture of it. This whole thing sideways. Sure it is. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna do a video, Texas critters, friend or foe, and we've got some critters here by golly, so I'll tell you a little bit about them. These are the instructions that my brew guy gave me. I've been doing these same instructions for a while. If there's something you see that you would drastically change, let me know. It seems to work out pretty good each time. I got all my equipment from a buddy of mine that was he quit brewing because his kid was getting into all the stuff, and he had me started with the partial mash, which was cool, but I wanted to take it a little bit further and step up with the big boys and do some all grain. Okay, I'm wondering what the 3-tier system is about. That's when you go to pick up your kegel and you get all the soot off the bottom of it onto your t-shirt. Kind of drew tears. Anyway, if that's the only setback we have, it's all good. Okay, so I am, okay, we got one bucket at 3.5 gallons. Looking pretty good, looking pretty dark, yummy stuff. A few bubbles in there, probably the star sand or whatever, they're riding on top. Anyway, 3.5 gallons there, and I'm going to do the same thing again in this other bucket to get a total of 7 gallons. I'm going to dump the first runnings in there and get it fired up. Start this boil. Valves closed, that's a very important thing. Alright, let's get first runnings in there. Let's get this baby started, and we'll see what we get out of the mash tun. I missed my volume somehow. I had 3.5 I threw in there, and I'm only seeing another maybe almost 3, but I need another half a gallon or so. So I got a little more water. I'm gonna heat up and run through the grain bed, and we'll continue from there. I missed my volume by about a gallon or so ish. Anyway, I'll see you in a minute. Okay, I missed my gravity by a little. I missed my volume by a little bit. I ended up with looking for like more like a 7, and I got almost 7. I know my hops are gonna drink some of my beer, so I've got some more water over here heating up. I don't know if I'm gonna run it through. I guess I'm gonna run it through the grains again and see if I can milk some more out of there. I'm short half a gallon, 3/4 of a gallon or whatever. I know some of it's gonna boil up, and the hops are thirsty like they always get. So that's where we're at. It's starting to come along in there. Actually, we're getting pretty close to a boil, but it's ahead of me right now. Trying to catch up. I got my extra water heated up, which I didn't see coming. It's about 175, 180. I'm gonna pour it over the grains one more time. I was short about maybe half, maybe 3/4 of a gallon, but I want all of it back because by golly, that's my beer. And oh goodness, it's hot and heavy. So, ouch. Oh, that's gonna cause a stuck squash. All right, so hopefully this works. That wasn't kind. Are you getting any of this? Well, you can't even see what I'm doing, can you? All right. Anyway, I just poured a bunch of water in the mash tun, and I probably just excited the grain bed enough to make it stuck. We'll see. I'm only looking for another half a gallon or so, maybe 3/4. All right, peeps. I got my extra volume out of it. I tossed another bit through the old mash tun, and I ended up getting another. I don't know if you can see this. Anyway, you can't see it in your angle. Nevertheless, we are looking at another gallon and 3/4 maybe. So I probably went from feast to famine, and I got vice versa, but I got too much juice now. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna toss this in here and let's start a boil and get this party started. Alright guys, howdy peeps. Yeah, this is upside down backward. I've got it held together with spit and baling wire. And hopefully the spit doesn't dry up before we're done with this. The temperature looks like we're about 200 degrees, and I'm sure I'm going to need some more lighting before it's all over. It's all totally upside down to me, but that's irrelevant. Okay, let's get on with the boil. Let's fire it up some. I didn't want to get too far ahead without y'all seeing something. All right, so we're going to fire this thing up. We're right about 200 degrees already, so I'm looking for the hot break in the next couple of minutes. Yeah, that's a spit and baling wire. Okay, I will get back to you when we're closer to the hot break, and by the looks of it, it won't take long. Alright, silver knife. So this is our first hop drop. Ooh, it's steamy on my side. Glass is fogging right up. So my very scientific way of measuring, I need like 1/4 of these left out of this. That's about that much. Alright, so blam. Oh, a couple more. Alright, well, that's about 1/4 of it left. You hadn't missed anything. Okay, I'll see you on the next hop drop, gents. Still cooking along, smells wonderful. Up there smells like some beer. Who says they don't like hot beer? All beer was hot at least once, right? See you in a bit. Okay, I guess my question is, because I'm very new to this whole YouTube thing, is it takes, okay, I live out in the country, and so I know the internet service sucks. I don't know anything about bandwidth numbers or whatever the heck that's all about. Anyway, if I make even just a 3-minute video or whatever, it takes close to 2.5, 3 hours to download. It says something in there about the format that I'm using. What format should I be using? Does it take everybody this long to upload a video? Because, I mean, if the video is only like 3 minutes long, it shouldn't take 3 hours to make it all happen. I'm just thinking and drinking here. I'm sure a lot of y'all do the same. This was the wine. I think I talked about it in another video that I made it so sugary that the yeast wouldn't work. I did my math wrong on it. Come to find out, I thought it was 11.7, but it ended up being 14.47 for the alcohol volume. So, we had some issues with the water well up at Dad's house, which is just right up the way from where I live. And so I got there, and I'd already had a couple of these 12-ounce bottles of this stuff. And I got up there and had another bottle of it, and I was feeling all right, you know, feeling pretty good. Well, he had to go get some more parts, and hell, by the time he made it back, I had already drank like another 12-ounce bottle of that stuff. That night, nobody wants to claim failure, but so that night, with my sister watching me even, because she happened to come by, her and the brother-in-law who brought the cool-ass camera, wink wink. Anyway, so I shut my finger in the door. Not a lot, but a little bit, just enough to make it sore the next day. Didn't feel it then, but a little sore the next day. That same night, I've got one of those little iPod things. It's got the screen on the front, not the newer, cooler ones, but like an older one. I don't even remember what happened to that darn thing. It ends up with 2 little fine hair cracks through there. The screen still works, the device still works, but I ended up breaking my damn iPod. That's this stupid ass wine. I had my dad try it. He said, "Oh, that's pretty strong." But he's not a real good character on things, you know, brew related. I didn't realize quite how strong they were until I started doing the math and looking at it again. And hell, if you drink 3 of those, they're like 3 times the potency of most beers. So 3 of those, you're talking about 9 beer. That's enough to get you a little loopy. And so, yeah, that's what happened. Like I said, I smashed my finger in the door a little bit. It didn't hurt, like I said, until next day a little bit. Not such a big deal. But I broke my damn iPod some, and anyway, I don't know where I was going with all that. Another story, another fun brewing story. Anyway, you get it. I don't know, the screen to me is upside down. It's Liberty. Y'all know what Liberty is. Last quarter ounce, so stir them on in, boiling down just wonderfully, you know how it goes. This is the easy part. The whole boiling is easy. It's just a matter of getting that sweet, yummy nectar out of it. Hey. Ta-da! I'm pouring another freaking beer. This one here is one of my lager ones. Again, no good at the whole critic crap of it, but pop a top, a little smoke. You see that in there? Whatever, a little smoke. I rinsed out the dirty glass. Oh goodness, gosh, that's a silly, stupid song. Okay, play something different. Here we go. Pour on, brother. Watch what you're doing, not the camera. How about that? Oh! Oh! That was faster than I thought. That's what she said. Okay, how about that? American lager. It is not clear. Got a little chill haze because I already see the condensation going on the outside of it. Whatever, guys. I'm gonna edit some of this crap out or not, or whatever. This is me. Welcome to my world. Hopefully y'all enjoy what I'm doing. If not, man, I'm gonna lose some subscribers. I'm having a good time doing it. Hopefully y'all are too. That's what it's all about. Enjoy yourself. Make good beer. What does Brian Fisher say? Make good beer, enjoy good beer. I don't know. There's a lot of people say a lot of things. Anyway, enjoy your damn self. Enjoy your damn self. Here's what we're doing. We're making way better beer than they are. You know, how you like me now, right? I swatted away a bunch of flies today, so I deserve this beer. That's not it. That's not a damn bad beer. Hey, so you know what I figured out? Check it out. This last little bit that's in there, if you have a garden, what you do is you take the kids' water bottles or whatever, you cut them kind of short, kind of short, and then you pour you pour the crap that's in there out into those little water bottles, and the slugs will go to that. They love beer. We all love beer, but the slugs, they love beer. That was great. I'm glad I did it that way. Fun. All right, great. So anyway, the slugs will fall into there, and they can't get out. They're drunken little slugs, aren't we all? I mean, they're drunken little slugs, and they fall in there, and they can't get out. So they'll quit eating your vegetables and your stuff if you just give them some beer. They just want some beer. They would rather drink your beer than eat your fruit. So there you go. Don't send the ransom money. I escaped. Morning, peeps. It's a drunken one. Wow. Yeah, I was having some not technical but mental difficulties yesterday, and probably a good darn thing, because I was starting to get a little lit at the end of the day, and I did the wrong thing. I was recording when I thought I wasn't recording a bunch, and so again, it's probably a good damn thing. I'm going to pitch the yeast this morning, and the gravity did come out to, don't know if the sun's going to work with you if I turn you around. Anyway, the old hydrometer, it did come out to the 1050. Don't know if this is going to work for you at all. You got to trust me on this one. Where are we at? It was 10, yeah, like a 1050. 1048 or so. So anyway, yeah, it's close enough. Not so bad. So yeah, I'm gonna stop you for a second, and I'm gonna pitch the yeast on the old wort. Get it to going. Okay. I had a great time yesterday. Hopefully y'all did too. I've edited a bunch, and so I saved you some time. Good darn thing. All right, gents. See you in a bit. Is it on? Yeah, it is. Hey, I got my mash pile all star sand. Got the top cracked on this baby. Got my yeast star sand. Hey, look at that. I remember that stuff. Shoot a little bit of this around there, around her a bit. Just whip it up, give it a little bit of aeration. Whip it good. Right. You know you had a good time when everything that's around here is sticky. It looks like we came up with I hope this doesn't climb out of here. I'm probably gonna end up with a blow-off tube on this. It's looking closer to about 5.5 gallons. So good. I'll keep an eye on it. Everything went pretty good yesterday. No major fails. Not so talkative when I hadn't been drinking. Anyway, you get the idea, fellas. Nothing to see here. Thanks for y'all stopping by yesterday. That was quite entertaining, at least for me. I didn't do any starter on this. Just follow the instructions, right? Sprinkle it on. Go on, don't need a fly at this point. Sprinkle it on, leave it alone. It'll find its way. Alright guys, that's it. I'm popping the top on it, fill up the airlock. That's 04. Oh, I can hear it already. Yeah, get the top on it before the bugs get it. Alright guys, see y'all later.